Hey guys, CBHolo1 here. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be restoring this 1936 to 1939 Lionel 249E and its accompanying 265W tender. So I was going through a bunch of my tinplate stuff, getting ready to sell it on my eBay store, and I pulled this out, as well as a couple of other cars, and I looked at them and went, there is no shot that I'm going to be selling this and anybody's going to want to buy it because they're in really bad shape. So I decided to get a bunch of parts and I'm going to try and restore them and then sell them on my eBay store, and maybe somebody will want to buy the restored ones. I understand there's a whole lot of opinions out there on whether you should only sell original condition regardless of what that condition is, or if you should try to restore it to make it look as close to the original to try and honor that memory. I'm a big fan of restorations. I like doing restorations. I like fixing stuff up. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. I have a whole bunch of parts for this engine. I'm also currently working in the background on my 262. I've just put down the first side of stripes for the locomotive and tender that's drying inside. So while I'm here just restoring a bunch of old tin plate stuff, getting ready to sell it, figured I might as well do this, which has been in my collection for a number of years. It was actually in my collection overview video a couple years ago. But first things first here, I'm going to start taking this thing apart. I'm going to start with the tender because that's substantially easier. And then I'll move to the locomotive and I'll start gutting it and getting ready for paint. torque. Alright, so here it is, the mostly final, restored 249E. It needs 2 new handrails for the tender, because I broke off some tabs while, trying to put the original ones back in, so I'm going to get those when I get the new wheel for the 262, or speaking of which, here it is. It still needs a wheel, obviously, but looks really good in my opinion. New paint, it's got the orange stripes, it's got the coal load, it's got the lenses and the flags, obviously, so I think it turned out absolutely fantastic. I almost want to keep it, but I don't run them ever, so I want to sell it to somebody who will actually get, time to enjoy these engines now that they're looking real good. So, but this was quite the transformation. I hope you guys liked the video style that I did. It took me 6 days to restore this engine, gather all the footage, edit all the footage, put it out in a form that, is somewhat cohesive, so that you guys can see it. But if you guys like it or dislike it, let me know. If you have any recommendations for modifications I should make, like if you want the clips to be longer or shorter or whatever, drop a comment. It's the first time I'm trying this type of video, so it took an hour and 45 minutes of footage and turned it down into about 15 minutes, which I think you guys would appreciate, so instead of listening to me blabber on for forever. But if you guys want those long-winded videos, drop a comment, let me know. So this thing turned out absolutely fantastic. It's all the original nickel because it was in pretty good shape, and the paint is it's a gray with brown and undertones instead of a gray with green undertones. So it is a little different, but I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It's got brand new markers up front. It's got a new lens. I installed a pilot replacement. So it's a really nice looking engine. Again, I almost don't want to sell it, but I don't run them, so let's give them to somebody who does. But yeah, in the coming weeks you should be able to see this as well as the rest of my tin plate collection on eBay. And next week I'm working on a video for some 1630 series tin plate passenger cars that I'm also restoring because they were trashed. So look for that. Hopefully next week. We'll see when I actually get that video out. I'm currently fighting with decals. Couldn't tell you why, but trying to recreate natural imperfections and rubber stamps digitally is incredibly difficult. So I'm working on that right now. But yeah, so here it is. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to leave you with some running shots with what used to be the best looking cars in my fleet, but they will soon be replaced. So yeah, anyway, hope you all enjoyed. I am CW Hollow 1, and have a good day, or maybe good night in your case. See ya.